And I really, really am grateful to have worked with Mike Judge, and those guys I do think are the best in the game.
Is Ryan Reynolds a genius performer or a con artist playing the role of a lifetime? He's spent years charming us with his seemingly effortless wit, disarming us with his self-deprecating humor, and convincing us that he's the most relatable celebrity in all of Hollywood, a beacon of authenticity in a sea of manufactured images. But what if the entire Ryan Reynolds persona, the affable, accessible, and seemingly genuine character we've come to know and love, is just that, a asterisk persona asterisk, a meticulously crafted and brilliantly executed performance designed to manipulate our emotions, control our perceptions, and keep us endlessly hooked on the Ryan Reynolds brand? This isn't just another fleeting story about a tawdry Hollywood scandal. It's a profound deconstruction of a star, a critical examination of the increasingly blurred lines between authenticity and artifice in the digital age, and a chilling question of whether we've all been willingly played, complicit in the creation of a carefully constructed illusion.
But I was like just tracking him down, and then I finally got to read the script, and the script was a thriller. So that was a little confusing to me because he's like such a funny director.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know, what is this? Because the script is definitely like a twisting, turning, intense thriller. Is it a comedy or a thriller? And he said, yes. So then every day on set, I was like, is today a comedy or is it a thriller?
It's a good mix
and
of
it's
both.
like, yeah, it's like really kind of over the top and campy and trashy and fun and like, you know, kind of like my outfit, I guess.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Ryan Reynolds is far more than just a talented actor. He's a bona fide branding genius, a marketing mastermind who understands the power of image and knows exactly how to cultivate a persona that resonates with audiences across the globe. He's not just a walking, talking, joke-slinging advertisement for himself. He's a highly sophisticated and incredibly effective marketing machine, meticulously crafting every tweet, every interview, and every public appearance to reinforce his carefully constructed image. From his early days in goofy comedies like Asterisk Van Wilder Asterisk, to his more recent success as the irreverent and boundary-pushing Asterisk Deadpool Asterisk, he's consistently cultivated an image that is both effortlessly accessible and wildly aspirational, making him both a relatable everyman and a figure to be admired. He's the celebrity who makes you feel like you could be friends with him, the self-aware star who doesn't take himself too seriously, the seemingly genuine individual who's always up for a laugh. But is that carefully cultivated image real, a true reflection of his inner self? Or is it all a meticulously planned and flawlessly executed performance, a calculated strategy designed to keep us endlessly engaged, willingly buying whatever he's selling, from his movies and his endorsements to his carefully curated lifestyle and his seemingly perfect family life? Has it all been an act?
I was testing for a show that ended up actually getting picked up and doing very well, and I was one of 2 people maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent, and they were both on the line, which means it's something serious.
Right.
Either you got the job or there's something wrong.
Yeah.
And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrows would be too distracting.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
And then they went like, so what can we do about your eyebrows?
Then, like a sudden and unexpected plot twist in a carefully scripted movie, came T.J. Miller's shocking accusations, a potential tear in the carefully woven fabric of the seemingly unassailable Reynolds persona. Miller's damning claims of being treated horrifically mean and acting weirdly on the set of Asterisk Deadpool Asterisk, accusations that paint Reynolds as a controlling, competitive, and even bullying presence, offer a starkly different and deeply unsettling picture of the actor than the one we're accustomed to seeing. Was Miller simply a disgruntled and perhaps unreliable co-star, seeking attention and attempting to settle a long-held grudge? Or did his seemingly off-the-cuff words, spoken with a candor that is rare in Hollywood, offer a rare and valuable glimpse behind the meticulously guarded curtain, revealing the real Ryan Reynolds, the man hidden beneath the layers of carefully constructed charm and calculated self-deprecation? The stakes just grew substantially.
We always tease each other. He was, you know, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, you know, if I lost you and I, you know, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can. This is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, I mean, I've got a long list. And I was like, oh really? Because I just have 1 on my list.
Oh.
I didn't have anyone on my list.
And then
was like, wait, who? And I was like,
Tell me,
okay,
and he's
think of
guessing.
someone, think of someone. Bob Newhart, I don't know.
Consider, too, the long and increasingly convoluted saga of the Blake Lively-Justin Baldoni affair, a complex and messy situation that has already exposed the darker underbelly of Hollywood power dynamics and the lengths to which some will go to protect their own image and advance their own agenda. Even if Ryan Reynolds wasn't directly and actively responsible for orchestrating the alleged smear campaign against Baldoni, as some have suggested, was he still playing a role in that situation? However subtle or indirect, perhaps as the supportive and fiercely protective husband publicly defending his wife's honor, or as the concerned friend offering strategic advice and carefully calculated guidance behind the scenes? Was he, in essence, simply acting out a carefully scripted part, calibrating his every word and action to protect Blake, maintain their image as a Hollywood power couple, and subtly manipulate the narrative in their favor? Or was he truly the unsuspecting bystander that he so often portrayed himself to be? The situation is very confusing.
A lot of it's my real life clothes or my husband's clothes or my girlfriend Gigi's clothes. I was borrowing some.
Wait, that's kind of amazing. So you have something of Gigi's in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a wedding, like something old, something borrowed, something blue, something new.
Wait, which
except
one?
it's just-
Now I want to think of the scene.
Oh,
So-
I'm wearing her stuff all over it.
Oh, really?
And tons of like Bodhi, which is with the suit now that I'm wearing is Bodhi. It was meant for my husband, but I
Wait,
borrowed
that's
it.
his suit?
It was meant for him to wear, but it's so pretty. Look at it. You guys are not getting it in the shot.
The unsettling truth, the chilling reality that we must now confront, is that we, the audience, the consumers of celebrity gossip and the purveyors of carefully curated online personas, have been complicit in Ryan Reynolds' elaborate performance all along. We've willingly bought into his carefully crafted persona, lapping up his jokes, sharing his memes, celebrating his successes, and rewarding him with our unwavering adoration. We've effectively allowed him to define who he is, to control the narrative surrounding his life and career, and to shape our perceptions of him in any way he chooses. We've turned him into a brand, a commodity to be endlessly consumed, a product to be carefully curated and meticulously marketed. But have we, as an audience, ever truly stopped to question what is in front of us? Have we ever stopped to ask ourselves if we're being knowingly played, skillfully manipulated, and expertly conned by a master of deception? Are we just blindly falling for the act, willingly participating in the creation of a false narrative?
It's believing that people and humanity are inherently good. And they crave nutritious food in their soul, just as they do in their bodies.
So, if the worst were to come to pass, and TJ Miller's shocking claims, along with the other swirling allegations and persistent rumors, ultimately prove to be true, and the carefully constructed Ryan Reynolds persona, the foundation upon which his entire career has been built, begins to crumble and collapse, what will be left in its wake? Can he, a performer for most of his life, reinvent himself once this is all said and done? Can he somehow manage to pivot to more serious and dramatically challenging roles, revealing a hidden depth and complexity that we've never been allowed to glimpse before, and convincing audiences to accept him as something more than just the funny guy? Or will he be forever defined and ultimately haunted by this devastating scandal, his once promising career relegated to the dustbin of Hollywood history, a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked ambition and the ultimate fragility of fame?
The idea that people think that they know you, I think because of how intrusive media is these days, people care so much more about your personal life than they do your work, and if you aren't open with your personal life, then they just make it up for you and share it for you.
The unfolding story of Ryan Reynolds, TJ Miller, and the swirling controversies that have engulfed them is far more than just a juicy and ultimately fleeting piece of Hollywood gossip. It serves as a powerful and deeply unsettling cautionary tale about the very nature of celebrity in the often deceptive age of social media. A stark reminder that the lines between authenticity and artifice have become increasingly blurred to the point of near invisibility. It's a disturbing exploration of how carefully constructed personas can be incredibly persuasive, how easily we can be manipulated by those who understand the power of image, and how critical it is for us, as consumers of media and active participants in the online world, to be more discerning, more critical, and more questioning of the images and narratives that are so readily presented to us. In a world where everyone, from major celebrities to everyday individuals, is constantly striving to sell us something, be it a product, a service, or simply themselves, how can we ever truly know what's real, what's just a carefully rehearsed performance, and what, if anything, truly matters? And perhaps most disturbingly of all, do we as an audience, as a society, even care anymore if we're being manipulated and sold a carefully constructed illusion, as long as we're being entertained along the way? We want to hear from you in the comments, so be sure to subscribe and let us know your thoughts.